When it comes to booking holidays, I get how hard it can be trying to find a place to stay. There's so much information and you can spend hours doing research. And if you don't want to do that, you might book for a booking agent who charge a load of fees and you end up making your trip so much more expensive. So I've spent hours doing research into Barcelona and I've broken it down into subsections to show you guys the best places to stay in Barcelona and how you can optimize your trip. And later on in the video, I'm going to be giving you guys an all-inclusive list which allows you to make informed decisions when booking your holiday and take control of your trip, making it safer, more convenient, and most importantly, cheaper. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video and I'll be showing you guys how to get that list. So if I could just have your attention for a few minutes, we'll get right into it. So the best way I thought about doing this is breaking down Barcelona into different neighborhoods and then ranking them based on some criteria. When it comes to places to stay, I think there's three main criteria that people care about: the price, the proximity of the area you're thinking about staying to the actual city itself, and the general essence of the area. So what's there, what makes it nice. So here's a better representation of how you'd break Barcelona down. And we'll start with the area of Poblenou. So Poblenou is actually part of Sant Martí as a whole, but I've separated it because it has its own kind of vibe. Please excuse my pronunciations, they're not going to be spot on. I'm kind of hoping that most Spanish people aren't going to be watching this anyway, so I can get away with it. So Poblenou is located on the southeast of Barcelona city. It's a great place for cheap, authentic food and a lot less busy than some of the main touristy areas. But definitely book in advance because hotels can be scarce there and you definitely want to get your spot. And for proximity, I've basically ranked how far away each location is from Plaza Catalunya, which is arguably one of the main central points of Barcelona. And in terms of price, it's definitely one of the cheaper on our list. It's affordable, but trendy at the same time. So the next on our list, and one of the most popular places to stay in Barcelona, is the Gothic Quarter. What you're going to find here is an incredibly historic area, almost as if you're walking through Barcelona hundreds of years ago. You're going to find loads of top-end restaurants and tapas bars, as well as plenty of luxury hotels. As you might expect, it's a lot more expensive being so central. It's only a few minutes away from Plaza Catalunya. One thing to consider is it's a lot more touristy and there's a lot more petty crime that happens here. So if you're not a fan of the noise, think about going somewhere else. La Riviera and the El Born area is the next place that we're going to rank. The best way I can describe this place is kind of upscale, creative cocktail bars, very high energy and crowded, which means for a really good nightlife. And with its close proximity to the center, it's a really popular place to stay. It's only about 12 minutes in the metro or 15 minutes to walk from the center. But the downside is this is one of the more expensive places to go on our list. So we'll give that a 3 on the price scale. El Raval is well known for its high energy nightlife, as well as boutique hotels, and it's quite hip, kind of modern restaurants. It's very busy, so if you're taking your family to Barcelona, I wouldn't recommend staying there. It can go on really late into the night and be quite a rowdy area, especially in the summer months. It's also very expensive, but if you're looking to be in the action of nightlife, it's a great option. The next place on our list is l'Eixample, which I had to ask for Ainoa to basically explain to me how to pronounce that. L'Eixample. And it covers quite a large part of Barcelona. It's a lot more residential, so a bit less intense nightlife, and is kind of in the mid to expensive range. But it's a great place to stay if you want to be close to a lot of main attractions like the Sagrada Familia. It's only 15 to 20 minutes of metro, half an hour walk. It's a pretty good all-rounder. La Barceloneta is our beach-based destination, known for being quite busy, for being relatively safe, having some really luxury hotels, and quite a lot of cute little candid bars. Towards the weekend, it can pick up and be quite busy, but a great place to stay if you're looking to stay near the beach. It's in the medium to high price range, being quite close to the center but also on the beach, so take that as consideration, but an overall great destination in the summer months. Gracia is a stylish, residential, hilly and quite cheap place to stay. About 28 to 30 minutes on the metro, about 45-50 minutes walk, but definitely one of the cheaper on the list. Plenty of beautiful little streets and restaurants. I really like this part of Barcelona, so if you find any good deals there, it's definitely not a bad option. Sant Martí is this kind of modern, trendy, residential type area. Not particularly close to anything of interest, but still only about 30 minutes in metro to the center, or about a 55-minute walk. It's in the kind of cheap to mid expense range depending on where you stay. Definitely a good option if you're kind of looking for like a small town vibe rather than an inner city place to stay. Sant Andreu follows a kind of similar vibe, but a lot more green spaces, very small town living, a place you can experience like a local way of life. About a 20-minute metro ride from the center, and is definitely on the cheap range again. Next, we have the neighborhood of Sants and kind of the Montjuic area. So on the back end of Sants, you've got this kind of industrial, kind of factory-based area, but it's great access to Montjuic Hill itself, where you'll find various Olympic infrastructure like stadiums and other interesting buildings. Quite a quiet area with less bars, definitely a fairly cheap place to go, so a 1 on the scale. Overall pretty decent. So next we have Les Courts, famously known for being home to Camp Nou, the football stadium, but other than that it's kind of pretty much residential commercial area, about 25 minutes from the center, a little bit longer to walk now, about an hour and 15-minute walk, and pretty mid price as it goes. If you're looking for a local lifestyle, open green green spaces kind of vibe. It's definitely a place you can relax after a long day in the city. Sarriá Sant Gervasi is home to Tibidabo theme park, right up onto the hills looking over Barcelona. Great views, but nothing incredibly exciting in the area. Again, a local type vibe. 20 minutes on the metro, hour walk, pretty cheap place to stay. Definitely be prepared to walk around some hills though, because it is quite a hilly area. Second to last on our list, we've got Horta Guionado, which is a very hilly, quiet, quite stunning views of the city-based area. 26 minutes on the metro, hour and 30 minutes walk, and definitely a cheap place to stay. And finally, No Barris, which is quite a charming suburban type area. Loads of green spaces, quite quiet, 25-minute metro, hour and 45-minute walk, the furthest on our list. But you're definitely making up for that for the cheaper price points. So as a whole, the further you get away from the city, the more expensive things are gonna get. It really depends what your holiday intentions are, if you're looking to party or you're looking to do something else. But now you have this comprehensive list to help you make a better choice when it comes to staying in Barcelona. Let me know how you get on with your travel plans, and we'll see you in the next video.